The UK political establishment could be heading for a major showdown with Nigel Farage, and this time, it's not just happening in Parliament. Reports suggest senior civil servants and powerful trade unions are already preparing for what they describe as a resistance strategy in case Reform UK wins the next general election. According to leaked discussions inside Whitehall, plans could include waves of strike action designed to disrupt a future Farage government from day one. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We totally get it. Life gets busy and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here in the thing, subscribing is completely free and it really helps us to keep creating the content you enjoy, so why hit that subscribe button and join our community? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support. The biggest civil service union, the PC's union, is reportedly debating a motion calling for what it describes as an industrial defence strategy. In simple terms, critics say that means preparing coordinated strikes and legal challenges to push back against Reform UK policies. And why? Because many union leaders believe a Reform government would threaten job salaries and the political culture inside the civil service itself. Public and Commercial Services Union, which represents around 170,000 workers, claims Reform UK could launch what they call a culture war against public sector staff. But Farage is firing back hard. The Reform UK leader has repeatedly accused what he calls the blob, meaning parts of the civil service, local councils, and education system, of being dominated by left-wing ideology. He says Britain's institutions have become politicised and promises to shake up Whitehall if he ever enters Downing Street. And this battle is already spreading beyond Westminster. Earlier this year, Farage clashed publicly with teaching unions after delegates at the National Education Union Conference urged members to mobilise against Reform UK. National Education Union called on activists to oppose a future Reform government and promote anti-racist campaigns in schools and communities. Farage responded by accusing teaching unions of trying to politicise classrooms instead of focusing on education. He promised that a Reform government would introduce what he called a patriotic curriculum and end political activism in schools. The union's leadership hit back immediately, warning that Farage would be a disaster for Britain and claiming he would slash funding for schools and the NHS. So what we're seeing now is something much bigger than normal party politics. This is becoming a full-scale battle between Reform UK and parts of Britain's public sector establishment, from Whitehall departments to trade unions and classrooms. And there's another issue now fueling public anger: civil service pensions. New figures show dozens of retired civil servants are receiving taxpayer-funded pensions worth more than £150,000 a year. Hundreds more are collecting over £100,000 annually, all inflation-linked and guaranteed for life. Critics argue these payouts are completely out of touch with the private sector, especially at a time when millions of ordinary workers are struggling with rising bills and economic pressure. Former Institute for Fiscal Studies Director Paul Johnson described the numbers as extraordinary, warning the pension system may have become unsustainable, and politically, this could hand Reform UK even more ammunition. Farage has built much of his support around attacking what he sees as an out-of-touch political and bureaucratic elite. Stories like this could strengthen his message ahead of the next election. The big question now is this: if Reform UK continues rising in the polls,